Today we're talking about using the Instant Pot for black beans and rice.
Hi, so welcome to my kitchen, and today I'm going to make black beans and rice in an Instant Pot. It's the $100 version that you can buy on Amazon. This black beans and rice concoction, right now I've just put everything into the pot. I haven't done anything else but put a whole bunch of stuff into the pot, and I'm going to tell you what I put in. Put in some black beans, of course. I put in 1.5 cups dry black beans. Then I put 1.5 cups of dry brown rice. I chopped some peeled garlic into there and added some red pepper flakes. Then I sliced some ginger in there, just about a thumb's worth, a small thumb's worth. Then I put 3 carrots that I diced in. Put about 8 mushrooms in. Just a drop of olive oil for good measure, just a drop of sesame chili oil for good measure. And I had some extra pickle juice from some half sour pickles, so I put half a jar of pickle juice in there. I had some extra roasted garlic tomato sauce, so I put half a jar of that in there. I put in my homemade curry powder. I probably put in 4 tablespoons. And I used 2 organic white onions. And I put in about 3 tablespoons of German-style brown mustard. Oh, and I put in, the rest of this is water. I put in 6 cups of water total. So that's what I'm putting in the Instant Pot. I'm going to plug it in. It just says that it's off here. Okay. So then I take the top and I lock it on. And I'm going to cook it on the setting that says bean and chili. I'm just going to put it on there, and it says it cooks for 30 minutes. And now I'm going to put my timer on. If I did it 6 hours, that's it's a little too long for me, so I'm going to put the timer on 3 hours, and that's fine. It should set in a minute. So it's set it for 3 hours. So in 3 hours, this thing will start its cooking. So that's it. Leave it alone and come back and see what happens. While this is cooking, I thought I'd take a few minutes to go over a few details about my ingredients and also about the Instant Pot. I usually start with a pound of beans, which is about 2 cups. Now I rinse the beans, but it turns out you do not have to soak the beans when you use the Instant Pot. Now let's look at the Instant Pot. Once it starts to turn on at the time that you've set it to go on, it says on it. And until it reaches temperature and pressure, it will just say on. And once it reaches the correct temperature and pressure, it starts to count down the minutes, which in this case should be 30 minutes before it stops cooking. Before the Instant Pot reaches temperature and pressure, you can actually remove the lid if you'd like to add more ingredients or stir something up or anything like that. You can remove the lid as long as the button that you can see in this depressed hole is in the down position. Once it moves up, it actually locks the lid on, and you won't be able to remove the lid until the pressure is released. I like to push the vent all the way to the back to lock it without allowing any steam to escape during the pressure cooking.
So notice now it's starting to cook.
So the clock just went from 28 minutes to 27 minutes, and it's counting down from 30 until it reaches 0, and then it will go into the keep warm mode. Also, I said that it has reached pressure when it started to cook. Well, when it reaches pressure, look at that knob now, that knob in the center. That button is now all the way level with the top of this plastic, which means that it is locking the lid on. Okay, so now the thing is off. I've unplugged it, and I'm looking back at that pin, and notice how the pin has fallen down. So we can now loosen the lid and pull it off. And this food is cooking still, it's a little hot. And now I'm gonna add just 1 bag of frozen vegetables while it's hot. I'm not even gonna turn it on again. I'm just gonna stir it in because it's hot enough to cook the frozen vegetables. Claude, what do you have in front of you?
This looks really, really yummy.
So this is the chili, actually, black bean stew that came out of the Instant Pot. It's black beans and rice and some tomato sauce and some broccoli and onion and carrot and garlic. So how about you give it a taste? Tell me what you think.
Let's see.
You have to blow on it.
Mmm. Very, very yummy.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you like it, Clyde.
This has been a CB99videos Carla's Kitchen production. Please subscribe.